sentiments of my sweatshirt. Words, 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 words. It's been a crappy day in sports for me. Losing Luke Kuechly and Josh Donaldson in a span of a couple hours. But Josh Donaldson agreed to a 4-year, $92 million contract with the Minnesota Twins. At least it's bringer of Purple Rain instead of in the Washington Nationals lineup or the Los Angeles Dodgers. That is a big positive. He's in the other league, and the only time we'd see him is in the World Series, and that would be okay with me. And now I have an AL team I can cheer for. It's a perfect situation for Josh Donaldson, given that the DH is in play. They have so many different options. Miguel Sano, Nelson Cruz is on probably his last leg at age 41, so he can transition full-time to DH if he wants to, and given his career stats in target field, he hits like 363 there, and having 82 games in a backdrop and park that you love, you really can't pass that up. And the Minnesota Twins set a home run record last year, 300 plus, with Josh Donaldson in that mix. God knows how many home runs they're going to hit this season. That's going to be fun to watch. A nightmare for opposing pitchers. For the Braves, this really stinks. It leaves a gaping hole in our lineup, no question about that. I was hoping to have our fearsome foursome back with Freddie Freeman healthy elbow and used to having Josh Donaldson behind him, so I thought that another year he would be even better, but that didn't happen. But I really am still ecstatic to see what we're going to do, because A, we did not spend the $100 million to keep Josh Donaldson, so you've got to think there's funds there to get a cleanup hitter like Castellanos or Ozuna, which is not a bad plan B. We saw what Ozuna did to us in the playoffs. I wouldn't mind him being there. Castellanos is a step down defensively, but his bat speaks volumes, so that would be a nice number 4. I'm hesitant to trade for a guy like Arenado because of Kega King's ransom, and he has the option to opt out in the year 2021. And Chris Bryant is not the defender at third base that Josh Donaldson is, so I think that would be a step back. Plus, shoulder injuries are very, unpredictable. I'm not happy that we weren't able to get a deal done with Josh, but I'm not all too surprised given that 5th-year option, and the $100 million to a guy that is entering his age 34 season, the second highest contract to a guy that's entering his age 34 season. Thank you, Ken Rosenthal. Thank you, Twitter, for all of that. And the injuries, if injuries do crop up, you really can't get out of that contract, and you're just kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place. And now at least we've got some options to build our roster from within and out. Plan A would be Ozuna. Plan B, and I love Riley and Camargo. If we can get Riley the first 6 months of his MLB career, and the recognition of the slider would be very key, and Camargo in 2018. I think that no doubt is there a gaping hole, but we have options to fill it, and I trust AA due to the fact that you're not going to spend $99.5 million revamping and making one of the best and most potent rosters on the pitching side of things, and just leave your lineup with a crater-like hole in the middle of it. You just can't do that. It's unfair to the players, to the fans, and it sends a mixed message. So in AA, I trust, definitely, as always, go Braves. But now I'm going to go eat my feelings in chocolate. But if you want to go on this emotional roller coaster with me this year, make sure you subscribe and don't miss a thing. As always, go Braves.